Welcome to episode 7. Real quick before I get into it, big announcement. Azrael version 2 is out. I just released it on the Steam store. It's available to download. It's only $2. It has 11 achievements. I think it's worth $2, but go ahead and check it out for yourself. I'm going to leave it in the description. And the newest post on the page as well has a rough rundown of everything that's different. But with that said, let's get into the episode. Only doing 2 today, but they're both pretty interesting. For the first one, by default, Railgunner's M2, when it pierces through an enemy, does exactly half the amount of damage. And it keeps getting halved per enemy, so you can see it here with 2 beetles and you can see it here with 4 beetles. Luckily this doesn't apply to Supercharged Shot because she needs it, but the original question was asking if you had Artifact of Chaos, if the same applies to you shooting allies. So I put together a bunch of friendly beetle guards, and it does in fact still get halved when it passes through an ally. I also wanted to see if the opposite was true with Phase Blast, because obviously it increases in damage per enemy it goes through. You can see with 2 and 4 beetles here. And it does look like it also does increase in damage if it passes through allies as well. The second one was a little bit more complicated and was asking how Mountain Shrines work with Artifact of Swarms. How Mountain Shrines work in general is by giving the director for the teleporter 100% more per activation of a Mountain Shrine. And the director usually isn't something I talk about on these episodes because it can be kind of hard to explain cohesively in a shorter amount of time. There's also a lot of aspects about the director in general that still aren't confirmed how they work. For this test I just went to 3 stage 1s, hit no shrine, 1 shrine, and 2 shrines, and I got 2 bosses, 4 bosses, and 6 bosses respectively. I talked to Charlie to get a little more insight on how the director works with swarms, and it was kind of interesting. Instead of being directly involved with the credits, it's more of a check that's done at the very end. So everything spawns as normally, and then it's just cut in half and duplicated. So in this case, it's just 1 boss turning into 2, 2 into 4, and 3 into 6. Obviously, there's a lot more to how Mountain Shrines affect the boss, but that can be in a later video with a little bit more detail. As far as this episode goes, I'm going to call it there. Make sure to check out Azrael, maybe leave a review. And if you have anything you want me to check out, go ahead and leave it in the comments as well. But for now, it's going to be about it. See ya.